But there is another way of development. We can put people first. We can get the people from Medium Magdalena to maintain their cultural heritage, to occupy efficiently and in harmony with nature their territory, to develop peasant farms, campesino farms, with food security and long-term agro-industrial tropical products. It is possible to have gold and coal mining with appropriate labor-intensive, efficient technologies. This is a participative, just, sustainable economic development. We have already proved that small poor farmers, campesino farmers, when well accompanied, are able to double the productivity of crops like rubber, cocoa, small banana, or palm oil. One day, we invited the president of Colombia, President Uribe, to visit one of these small farms. We wanted him to see the high productivity the campesino family generated. And we asked him not to invite his rich friends and national and international corporations to buy the land of Medium Magdalena. This land belongs to our people living here, we told him in front of the TV cameras. This is development, as the new name for peace, as Paul VI used to say. In this sort of development, human dignity is the focus. But dignity cannot be increased. The whole of the dignity is there in any human being from the very beginning, in the kids who are starving now in Sudan and the Republic of Congo, in the undocumented families living in Denver. You don't increase your dignity because you have a master's degree of Regis University. You don't get more dignity because as a Latino you obtain the legal documents of the United States, or because you become the president of this nation, or because you become pope, or you become very rich. No. We have already, all of us, the same dignity. We cannot develop human dignity. What we develop are the conditions so that everybody, every human community can freely affirm and protect and freely express and share the dimension and the significance of the dignity they have. The example of the bonsai, you say bonsai, the small. The example of the bonsai could help us to understand the point of development and dignity. Do you remember here? Muhammad Yunus. Poor people are bonsai people. There is nothing wrong with their seeds. He was telling you here in this place. Okay. In a mango bonsai, you have all the essence, all the basic qualities, all the genetic components of being a mango. But the mango bonsai is only 40 centimeters high and has fruits as big as peanuts. The difference with the tropical mango out in the farm, 10 meters high, with enormous tropical mangoes, is that the bonsai mango had all the possibilities of becoming a tropical mango, but the branch of the tree were cut and its root shut in a little box. The bonsai mango couldn't develop the potentialities of being a tropical mango. Think of the children of Barrancabermeja, the capital city of Magdalena Medio. 12 years ago, they were forced to join the guerrillas. And when the guerrilla left, they were forced to follow the laws of the paramilitary groups. They were groups of young people imprisoned in the box of silence, threat, submission, trapped and isolated without future. Today, Thanks to the process of social liberation, they have confirmed the symphonic orchestra of Medium Magdalena, and they have just created a musical play for this Easter. They produce radio programs. They are taking part in the government of the city. What is truly astonishing is that in this beautiful landscape of pain and fear, people communities initiated a process in which living in dignity blossoms. We started this process at the end of 1995 in workshops of 200 persons, asking people two direct questions. In a territory that is so rich, why were people so poor? And among people who embrace life with such joy and energy, why was there so much victims, so much violent death? Through dialogue on these questions, with groups of people, we saw the perverse dynamics that were producing exclusion, violence, and poverty. As a result of the dialogue, we created a map, the first geographic map of the Magdalena Medium territory. We did this because when we asked about the reasons for violence and exclusion in a town, people told us we could not get a good understanding without taking into consideration the neighbor town. And we went to dialogue in the neighbor town and so on until we have 30 municipalities on the map of the territorial community and 30,000 square kilometers, a territory as big as Belgium. There are three dimensions in integral human development we are looking for: the cultural, the political, and the economic dimension. The cultural, because we have to determine, to identify the way people in a community want to live their dignity. You know probably the Indians in the United States. We know them in Latin America. They really know how they want to dress up, to eat, to build up their houses. La vida querida, we say in Spanish, our chosen life. To put it in words of the Regis mission, development is all about how ought we to live. How ought we to live? The political dimension, because there are many ways of leading people to get the life they want to live. And we have to compromise and get to agreements about the common good. I remember the day we drew the first map of the Magdalena Medium on a blackboard. A woman came to the blackboard and wrote a sentence: Primero la vida, life first. I remember they said, if they are going to kill us, we don't want development. If they are going to keep killing us, we don't want development. Primero la vida. And a young man added, life with dignity. It was by that time when we started discussing the meaning of dignity. The reflection led us to understand the significance of the state and the public institutions. At the beginning, we were just communities of people, very reluctant to enter into a relationship with the state, which we consider to be the source of corruption, violence, and injustice. Then we realized the importance of the state's role and responsibility in protecting and making effective, not human dignity, but the conditions for the expression and the protection of human dignity without exclusion and without inequity. It went so seriously that the young people working in the program has taken the political power in the city of Barranca Bermeja in the last local elections, and Carlos Contreras is now the mayor of the city. And finally, we have the economic dimension.